Good evening, one and all. Namaste. I am Sharda from Teachers Couples Talk channel. Stand before you to speak about several aspects of science theory. Please share our channel, subscribe our channel. Thank you. First and foremost, let's getting into the topic. The first point is, if you observe pets or cattle in our house, what does they feed on? The animals which depend upon plants to feed on are called herbivorous animals. The animals which depend upon other animals to feed on are called carnivorous animals. The animals which depend upon both plants and animals to feed on are called omnivorous animals. In our house, the pets are like cat and dog feed on other animals. So they are called carnivorous animals. The cattle of animals like goat, buffalo, sheep, etc. Goat, buffalo, cow, sheep, etc. feed on grass. So they are herbivorous animals. And pets like pigeon and parrot feed on cracked nuts and walnuts and fruits. So they are called herbivorous. So next, getting into the topic of food habitats of animals like big animals. Big animals track down, grab, collect or hunt other animals. They have senses of specialized parts to catch the animals and take into mouth finally. The other animals like dog, vulture, bats, etc. have specialized sense organs to trace this food. For example, vulture depends upon sight to trace out its food, and dogs depend upon smell to taste out its food. They have special organs of sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. For example, vulture depends upon sight, dog depends upon smell, and dog depends upon smell, vulture depends upon sight, bats depend upon hearing, and some reptiles depend upon taste. Next, if you observe pond scatters in a pond, how they quickly move from one side of pond to other side to catch the insect and eat away. When an insect falls in the pond, the pond scatters observe the waves coming from opposite side of the pond and catch the insect moving on surface of water and eat it away. Next, how the sucker in rural areas, if you observe rearing animals like cow, goat, buffalo, etc., some domestic and cattle animals, there are leeches to suck blood of these animals. They stick on the animals with their suckers, specialized mouth parts, and suck the blood of animals. Next, the dogs and the hen licks the smell and tastes out its food. The hen speaks out its insects in the soil and eat away. The frog moves out its tongue to swallow the food. Next, the point is how the leeches suck the blood of animals. They are coming near the pond or water come for rearing. Next, the primary vultures and the different animals of birds have different beaks. Why? They feed on different types of food. For example, woodpecker have long, strong beak to dig the layers of bark of tree and eat away the pests and insects inside the layers of bark. Next, vulture has a long hooked beak to tear the flesh of animals with claws and eat away with its beak. Next, the hummingbird has long sharp teeth to suck the nectar from flowers, and the crane has a long strong beak to catch the fish in a pond. Next, some animals like vulture and crow depend upon feeding on decomposing and dead matter on the ground, on decaying matter. So these are called then clean away their surroundings. So these are called natural scavengers. Some animals, cattle like cow, buffalo, camel, goat, cow, buffalo, and camel, cattle like these animals eat the grass chew the grass, and that reaches the stomach. After some time, they bring back the grass or feed grass that has got into the stomach, and back it into the mouth and chew. This is called rumination, and the animals are called ruminants. What are primary consumers? Depend upon the nature of food habits of animals, and plants and animals are classified in nature are plants are the producers. Why plants are called producers? Plants prepare their own food through photosynthesis, so they are called producers. The animals that depend upon plants that are called herbivorous are called primary consumers. The animals that depend upon herbivorous animals for feeding are called secondary consumers. The animals which depend upon carnivorous animals that are eaten away by big carnivorous animals are called tertiary consumers. If we draw a food chain depending upon the interdependence of animals of their food habits, these are called food chain in a nature. This may be not in a straight line. They may be connected and interdependent food chains in the ecosystem. If we see